Hey y'all, it's Ashley with my first June 2014 layout. I'm really excited to share this layout with you, and I hope you guys all saw the box opening for June 2014 for the Hip Kit Club. There were some awesome things in this kit, and I had said that I thought it was going to be one of my favorites, and I'm pretty sure it is. And of course, I've loved all the kits that I've received. But I'm starting out with the 12 by 12 American Crafts white background, and I thought about using the packaging to this LA Studio wood veneer pack, but I actually decided to go ahead and mat my photo on some of that yellow paper that came in our kit. So the picture is of me and my bridesmaids. It's right after the ceremony held in our church, and so it's outside of our church, and I love these photos of that my photographer captured of us and of the groomsmen as well. And so of course I'm still scrapbooking photos of my wedding, and I will be probably for a while, but I change it up from time to time. I'm also taking this LA Studio paper from LA Studio paper that had those like wonky polka dots on there, and it has those phrases on the back, or those words on the back, that I really love, but I decided to use the pink side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and mat my photo several times on all of these different LA Studio papers. I am just in love with this kit. I can't say that enough. So I think I like the way that that looks, and of course it's a little clean for me, but I do try to change my layouts up to where I'm not just doing layouts that are super clean and fresh, and then of course I don't always want to do like messy layouts where I do mixed media either. So this is kind of one of those where I went the clean route, but it's kind of an embellishment heavy layout, which I really ended up liking. So I cut down this Dear Lizzy paper that has these geometric pattern, which is just triangles all across the paper, and I almost used the kind of aqua blue and this red side, but I decided I just liked the aqua blue. I liked the softness that it gave the page, and I didn't think that red paper was going with what I was going for on this layout. So I really loved the way these triangles looked, and so I decided to do them shaped, like turned different ways, just to kind of give a little bit of interest. And I really liked the way that turned out. I do end up sewing those down a little bit later, but for now I just use adhesive to paste them down, and then I will go ahead and start matting my pieces, my layers together. I do like to do messy layers, but I just decided to go with clean layers for this layout. And okay, so I'm using this foam tape that I just got, and I don't know if I did something wrong, but I like it. I like the dimension of it, and I like the size, or the way that it's so easy just to put on and peel off, but it kind of curled up my picture, or curled up my focal point. I don't know why it did that. I don't know if that's just how it is at first and then it lays flat. I haven't really checked it since then. I think I had to play with it a little bit to get it to the way I wanted it, but just must be that way at first. I don't really know. So if you guys know, my individual dimensionals don't do that, but when I use this tape, it kind of pulled the matted photo, like kind of curled it. I want to say it curled it up, or it curled it under, and so I didn't like that, so I kind of had to wiggle it around to get it the way that I wanted. But it did ended up going, it didn't, I mean, bother me a whole lot. I just was really looking forward to using that foam tape, and then didn't realize that it did that, and so many people use it, so maybe I was doing something wrong. So I'm using this Capture Life by Alison Krefft. It's Echo Park, that sticker sheet, to put down some stickers. And I get really nervous just putting stickers straight onto my layouts, because I don't know if I'm going to like them, and then I don't want them to get all bent up. But I did get kind of brave and put washi tape on, which typically doesn't hurt the paper. But I did put washi tape on. I put some of those butterflies by Studio Calico, and then now I'm adding some of the enamel pieces that came in our kit. And I'm also going back to another Alison Krefft Capture Life paper to pull some of those other stickers off. And I love both of these 12 by 12 sheets of stickers. I keep pulling some off, and I do end up adding more. I just haven't figured out exactly where I want to place some of those things. So now I'm looking at this Daily Flash chipboard, and these are the arrows from the October Afternoon collection. And I did choose two that I really liked, so went ahead and placed those on the layout. And I guess I mentioned this earlier, or I don't know that if I mentioned it But here I placed some of that gray washi, and then I did add some of this other washi that we received in our kit, and I really loved the way that turned out. I don't use washi a whole lot, and when I do, I use it to like tuck under things or to add a little bit of interest like here and there for layering, but here I just kind of got a little bold and placed it right onto the layout to give it a little bit more interest. So I really, really like the way it turned out. I also used those letters from the 12 by 12 Capture Life collection, and then now I'm adding these Yo-Yo Thickers by Dear Lizzy, and I added them on dimensional adhesive. Those actually, they stick okay, but you know, with chipboard, you kind of, with the chipboard thickers, you kind of want to add some sort of extra dimension just so that you can make sure. Sometimes I sew them down, sometimes I use glue, but and I don't always do that on camera, but and in fact I don't always glue them down. I mean, sometimes I do find them later, they've fallen off, but here I just added dimension because I wanted them on something, not just straight onto the paper or onto the picture. So I love the way they popped off the page. So I've added some wood veneer from LA Studio. I've also added some of those green stars from the Studio Calico collection, and I added a few more of those stickers from the Capture Life collection. I love that piece that says how sweet it is, but I didn't like the length of it, so I went ahead and cut that down just to fit onto my layout a little bit better. And then I'm just adding some finishing touches. I'm sorry I'm a little bit out of frame here. I do move it up here in a second, and then obviously you guys will see the end result. The last thing I'm going to do here is just add, I believe I just find something to add on that tab up at the top, and I just put hello there. And then on the top of the picture, I'm sorry. And then I'm adding this October Afternoon Mist. I love the way it dries on cardstock, and so I knew that I wanted to use this, and I wanted to add just a little something. I think that one's called Bubblegum. That's pretty much it. Here is the final photo. I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and I hope you gained some inspiration. Thank you.